everyone, and welcome to my channel. We've got a really good reading coming up, and I've got the Stardust Shadows to do it. So while I'm getting some energy on them, I think if there's ever going to be a crumble of deep state and the people behind it, I reckon the gruesome, twosome, disaster tourists will probably do it. Despite the fact of all the investigations that the Trump administration is doing, especially under Usaid, of course, well, AID, I think it said, whatever, of course, now things have started to come out. And it doesn't surprise me at all, but what I think is absolutely brilliant is that we finally can link to Mr. George Soros himself. And would you believe he's also the King of Wands? Wow, reprimand, warning, or discipline, and that is your Six of Wands. So some sort of thing is going to happen, absolutely. And I think it's going to be a bit of a celebration, actually. So anyway, putting that back in the pack, yes, he's the King of Wands. He's a Leo. Ta-da! So all those people who have said it, well done. Kudos to my sleuthsayers out there. And but there's these kind of things I like to, finally get some sort of thing, not just hearsay or whatever. And it can definitely be linked. So it started off with a person that has been well and truly involved in the Democrat side of things right since 1992 with Clinton, and she's gone all the way through. Archewell has paid her a small fortune, as well as things that she's involved with, some sort of lab school in Brooklyn, and I won't pronounce her first name. Her surname is Craig. She's in her 30s, and so that's 100% association, a charity associated with, getting funds and paying the Democrats. You've also got, let me think, what else you got? You've also got Ashley Biden, of course, that was discovered. I think a lot of people are saying, where's that 250,000? It went to Ashley, and they're still sticking to their guns saying, oh, yeah, but that's got nothing to do with Biden, right? Absolutely nothing to do. She's got a woman's wellness space for trauma. Now, I wonder what kind of trauma the Biden family would need to, or had experienced, right? Hardcore there. I just... And, of course, oh, yes, and I almost forgot. You've got Mr. Buddard from Beavers and Buddard. I mean, he really looks like that. I can't help myself, sorry. Mr. Newsom. When was that? I think it was around about 2021, roughly, a secret summit with Gavin Newsom. And, all about censorship and disinformation experts. Well, disinformation experts. So, cards. Are we going to see the crumbling of Archewell? Are they going to get into trouble? Right, double-sided cards. You have tarot on one side, and there's your Queen of Wands. Ta-da! And that's fierce. Absolutely fierce. Oh, and there's your Dragon Slayer next to her. There's your, that hairdressing thing where she had all that fake hair and she was the same age, same height, as he was. And he's just looking, behind. There you go. Queen of Wands. Upright. And that is a transfer power and duties. Of course it is. Actually, I'll leave that there because we know that's a Queen of Wands. So, of course it is a transfer of power. I would say that this is their funding, right, from the get-go. This is their funding. Technically, deep state, right? Allegedly entertainment purposes only. All right, so there's different, not what you expect. Yeah, sort of. Page of coins, bought start. Okay, well, maybe they had to pay their way in. You think, with all that money? They're getting funds, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but they're getting funds from the US government for a charity to then donate to the Democrats. Now, at the time, give or take about 4 years, right? At the time, all this money was going through. Obama was in. There was 4 years of Trump, and then there was Biden, right? During that 4 years, this is where most of this, can I say, scheming of the secret summits and everything like that, most of this was all done. It was a bought start, absolutely bought start to come into US, which was during COVID, allegedly entertainment purposes only. And also that can be your man-child as well. So the only association with the Queen of Wands, because that's your Queen of Wands card as well, is the Page of Coins, which is Page of Pentacles, your man-child. So she'd be nothing if it wasn't for him. So this has been from the get-go because of his heritage. King of Coins, here we go. Wealth and status. There you go. Rebirth in a new form. That's exactly what he was planning on doing. He's the king himself, right? That's how he sees himself, the king. Unbelievable. To be reborn in America. Bought, sold out. And that is your Page of Cups, and there's your nasty surprise, and very, very vulnerable. This is absolutely perfect, absolutely. This is what's going to happen. They're going to be extremely, extremely vulnerable here. It was a surprise. I think it was a surprise to them. They've been getting away with it for, 6 years now, maybe more. So this has been a surprise to them. Exposure, the sun. There you go, exposure. That's your sun. Information gathering facts. Yeah. These cards are hot. They really are hot. I might just turn that light off. I hope that's not going to affect it too much. It's just I don't want I'm doing this at night time, so yeah, it's a bit dark. I hope that's going to be okay. Now we've got in too deep. The situation goes deep. Absolutely, in too deep. And that is a world. That's the ending. That is the ending on the man-child here. Absolute ending. Forbidden land. He's crossed too many barriers. Not only when he crossed the pond, but the reason why he was crossing the pond, he's crossed too many barriers for a royal. And for a royal to go into a charity, it's normal, right? He's not acting as a royal, but he still was associated because he was a royal. He is a prince, right? He's the king's son. And was also the grandson of the queen at the time. Draining blood money. Wow. Energy vampires. And there's the Nine of Cups. Absolutely. Desires. Absolutely. And that's on Reborn. And that was your king of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. Thinking that they're entitled. Absolutely thinking that he's entitled. He came in no different than what he left. He had all the self-righteousness or I'm the prince, I'm the king's son, I'm the future king's son, I'm the grandson of the queen now. This is how it all happened. 100% this is how it happened, despite the fact that there was confirmation here from the get-go that the driving force behind it was the Queen of Wands. A Chariot, complete control, and selected hand-picked. Yeah, people like Mr. Soros, 90 whatever years old, 94 years old or something like that. He just doesn't, let someone walk through the door. He didn't get where he got in his lifetime with the amount of money that he has, that kind of person, without some sort of association of high up the food chain. And that's where we're also going with this self-entitlement prince. 10 of Wands, burdens, and in disguise, mask appearance. Yeah, absolutely. Could we call that fraud? I don't know. I mean, everything was masked, right? Like I said, the government gave the charity money through Usaid, and then the charity, Archewell, gave it to Deep State through various tentacles through the web, allegedly entertainment purposes only, which is Democrat Party, right? Susan, learn from this. Will they? Recovery, Four of Swords. Why does that not surprise me? Well, I don't know who's going to actually recover, but the Four of Swords is probably not a good card to pull at any certain time, especially this type of reading. Some people would say that they're dead in the water, literally. I don't know how they're going to recover from this. The pay off the 9 of coins. So there's your, how can I say it? Come back, and it will be revealed. You've got the, this is, I don't really want to include her in all these things, but sadly we had from the get-go, she's actually going to be paid off, and she will make a comeback. It's I know that's probably not exactly what we wanted, but sadly that's exactly what it is. But she's going to come back single, so this would probably be close to the divorce. So he probably will be told, especially when you got the Empress here, right, and influence, and that is exclusive as select invite. I would say that someone's going to actually tell him to go somewhere, literally go somewhere. They can't kick her out because she's a US citizen, right? And unless he signed something and gave up all his titles, which I doubt very much, then he can definitely be in trouble more than not even just for a royal, because then he'll just say, well, I wasn't a royal, I stepped back from my royal duties. So but the way that she's actually done this, and I will say she, because she's going to do a comeback, she's going to make a comeback, and it's going to be a payoff basically. So that's normally your single lady, right? Your single rich lady. I would say that someone is actually going to say to Harry, come here, and it's a female, some sort of mother figure here, some sort of archetype figure, might save him, I don't know. It's a very, very creative person and highly influential. And you have the Emperor here, and there's the Authority, which is your father card, and wants out, exit plan. So Charles doesn't want to know anything about this. So there's someone over in the UK that's a female that's going to give him a break. I guess only time will tell. Or a female somewhere. Very influential, and very, very creative as well, being the Empress. You've got dirty work and the Knight of Coins, and that's entrapment, dark arts. Okay, so someone actually is going to come and save the day. I wasn't too sure if that was the case. You do have the Knight of Coins. That's him in a nutshell. Is he going to make that change? I don't know. I don't think he'll have an option, to be perfectly honest. Let's just keep going. Two of Coins, negotiation. He's going to merge. He's going to do a movie for the camera. Look at that. A movie for the camera. Okay, here we go. So he is actually going to sign on some sort of movie deal. And there's going to be a heavily influence here with a female. You've also got the Emperor here. Now I can backtrack because an Emperor is an Aries. That could even be Ari doing deals, right? This is singular because we've already had the Nine of Coins already out, the Nine of Pentacles. So she's going to do the dirty. She's going to get paid out. She's going to make a recovery on her own, despite the fact that it was her that did all this work, allegedly, cashing in on the prince and who he is and his status. It looks like, and it does appear now, that there's some sort of Aries involved here, some sort of emperor, someone that's in charge. The father doesn't want to know anything about it. Three of Swords, distancing. There you go. Reason, intended, purpose. So that is your denial. I think he's still, for some unknown reason, thinks that he's untouchable because he's a prince. Maybe, just maybe, because he's got the green light from Trump to say that he's got in enough trouble as it is. But to what point with his visa? I don't think they're going to cancel his visa. But, you know, he could be in a lot of problems here because he's actually he's a foreigner. He's a foreigner receiving taxpayers' money from America through his charity with her, yes, with her, and then paying it to the Democratic Party. Queen of Cups, socialite. Corruption, bad choices. Well, yeah. That'd be one of the Clintons or something. I don't know. Corruption and bad choices, but there's also the Queen of Cups is also a socialite as well, and that could also be very much Diana. So let's just keep going. You've got the Ten of Coins here, valuable. Yeah, it's absolutely Diana. More to it behind the scenes. Yeah, exactly. It's his heritage. It's where he's come from. It's who he is. Sorry, that's my dog. It's yeah. It's all his legacy, the whole kit and cadoodle, the movie offer, and everything like that. This sounds like his get out of jail free card. Walking away, Eight of Cups. That's exactly what he's going to do. Innocent, unaware of undoing. You know what? He's dumb enough to play that, allegedly. He is dumb enough to play that card. And people are going to believe him. They're not going to believe her. They know that she's the puppet master, the manipulator, the person, the influencer. We've already had confirmation from these cards. We know that's her. But it's only because of him. He's going to say he didn't know anything about it. It's confirmation. She will get a payout. This will probably be it, kind of thing with them. Coming up to 10 years anyway. They're going to have to do something. She never renewed her passport under any different name. She's still under her maiden name on the passport. And he really doesn't need to be stuck in a marriage in LA after 10 years because it's going to be more expensive than what it is right until now. Six of Cups, the past. Similar, under same umbrella. Well, why does that not surprise me? From the past, Six of Cups, people that are involved, I mean, I'm not too sure how much Diana was politically involved. I really don't know on that side of things. The past is going to creep up somehow, and because we've got Diana on the table here, I would say that that's connected. Now you've got the Queen of Coins. This is your late queen as well. What it takes. So he's going to use his grandmother and protection guard. There you go. He's going to use his grandmother. He's going to use Diana. He's going to use his legacy, his inheritance, his where he's come from, his roots, literally, and the Queen of Swords. And there's your divorce card, a strategy for it. That's absolutely, exactly. This will be it. This will be the one. Accepting, surrendering to fate. Absolutely. This is exactly where we're going with these cards. She's going to take a payout. She's going to recreate invent herself as a single person, and he's going to do some sort of deal for money to make a movie about it. It looks like he's going to beat her to it because everyone wants his side of the story and not hers, and that's what he's going to benefit from, because he's going to use both his mother and his grandmother in this content, and this is going to be his get out of jail free card. And it's also going to help him do some sort of settlement with a divorce. And we've got Archewell to thank for that. We've got the Trump administration to thank. The investigation into Usaid that has now successfully connected the dots from Harry and Meghan's interference, not only in the elections, in disinformation, right up to the very, very top, George Soros himself. And there you have it. How cool was that reading? Let me know what you think in the comments. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.